Have you ever felt a part of yourself you're afraid to look at? Maybe it's a memory that stings, a trait you're ashamed of, or a fear that keeps you up at night. I remember a time when I was terrified to admit I felt unworthy, like I wasn't enough. I pushed that feeling down, but it kept creeping back, like a shadow I couldn't escape. That's when I stumbled across Carl Jung's teachings, and they changed everything. Jung, a brilliant psychologist, believed that the parts of ourselves we hide, our shadow, are the very keys to unlocking our deepest purpose. Today, we're diving into how the shadow you fear can become your path to transformative purpose. Stick with me, and let's uncover how facing your fears can lead to a life of meaning. What part of you have you been avoiding? Let's explore that together. Part 1. What is the shadow? Let's start with the basics. Carl Jung described the shadow as the unconscious part of our personality, the parts we reject, deny, or don't even realize exist. It's the anger you suppress, the insecurity you hide, the desires you're ashamed of. Jung believed that the unconscious mind speaks to us through dreams, emotions, and even those moments when we react in ways that surprise us. Think about it. Have you ever snapped at someone and later thought, where did that come from? That's your shadow talking. It's not just the bad stuff. Your shadow holds creativity, passion, and strength too. But because we're taught to show only our best selves, we shove the rest into the dark. Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. What's one thing you've pushed away about yourself? Maybe it's a dream you gave up, or a feeling you don't want to face. Let's hold that thought as we go deeper. Part 2. Why we fear the shadow. So why do we fear this shadow? It's simple. It's uncomfortable. Facing our flaws, our shame, or our unfulfilled desires feels like standing naked in front of a crowd. I once avoided admitting I was jealous of a friend's success. I told myself I was above that, but deep down, that jealousy was eating at me. Jung taught that the shadow scares us because it challenges the persona, the mask we wear for the world. When we ignore the shadow, it doesn't go away. It shows up in self-sabotage, in relationships that keep breaking, or in that nagging feeling that something's missing. Jung believed that avoiding the shadow keeps us stuck, unable to grow into our full potential. But here's the thing. What if the shadow isn't your enemy? What if it's trying to show you something? When was the last time you felt that inner tug of shame, fear, or anger? What might it be trying to tell you? Part 3. The shadow as your guide to purpose. Here's where things get exciting. Jung's concept of individuation, the journey to becoming your true, whole self, says that integrating your shadow is the path to purpose. Your shadow isn't just a problem to fix, it's a guide. Those parts you've hidden, they hold clues to what makes you unique. Take my jealousy, for example. When I finally faced it, I realized it wasn't about my friend. It was about my own unfulfilled desire to create. That shadow led me to start this channel, to share ideas and connect with you. Jung said, the shadow is a tight passage, a narrow door, whose painful constriction no one is spared who goes down to the deep well. But on the other side, that's where you find meaning. Your shadow might point to a career you're scared to pursue, a truth you need to speak, or a wound you need to heal. Embracing it doesn't mean acting out every impulse. It means listening to what it's teaching you. What's one desire or fear you've buried? How might it be pointing you toward your purpose? Part 4. Practical steps to integrate your shadow. So how do we do this? Jung's ideas are profound, but they're also practical. Here are 3 steps to start integrating your shadow today. First, observe without judgment. Notice your reactions, anger, envy, shame, and don't push them away. Ask, what's this feeling trying to show me? Journaling is perfect for this. Write down what comes up, raw and unfiltered. Second, dialogue with your shadow. Jung loved active imagination. Picture that hidden part of you as a person. What would it say? I once imagined my insecurity as a scared child, and it helped me approach it with compassion instead of fear. Third, act with courage. Your shadow often points to what you're avoiding. Maybe it's a conversation, a career change, or forgiving yourself. Take one small step toward it. Jung said, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. What's one small step you can take this week to face your shadow? We've spent the lost diving into Carl Jung's wisdom, and here's the truth. The shadow you fear isn't your enemy, it's your guide. It's the part of you that's been waiting to be seen, to lead you to a life of purpose and wholeness. I know it's scary. Facing my own shadow meant admitting things I didn't want to see, but it also set me free to live more fully. So here's my challenge to you. This week, take one moment to listen to that hidden part of yourself. Maybe it's through a journal, a quiet walk, or a dream you write down. Ask yourself, what am I afraid to face, and what might it teach me? Your purpose is waiting on the other side. If this resonated with you, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments. What's one shadow you're ready to face? And if you want more videos like this, subscribe and ring the bell. Let's keep growing together. Until next time, keep facing the shadows, because that's where your light shines brightest.